So in this presentation, it's the middle part. It's not the deepest, which is the farthest. We mentioned it touching the epiglottis, which we are. If we're starting from the right side of this presentation, as you can see, the right is the epiglottis, which is close to the throat, and the left side is the lips. The deepest or the farthest is the qaf and the kaf. Further, a little bit further, the first letter is the jim. And the jim, as Imam al-Jazari mentioned, the jim and then the sheen and then the ya. They come from the middle part of the tongue. It's called wasat al-Lisaan. So there is aqsa al-Lisaan, then wasat al-Lisaan. So in the wasat al-Lisaan, which is the middle part of the tongue, the middle part touches the roof of the mouth and the sound stops as exactly as the qaf. But the kaf, there is some air coming. It doesn't stop slightly, but it makes that rakhawa, it makes the, it makes that hams in the kaf. So you would say ak rabbuk. So that air, hams coming, is different than qaf. Qaf doesn't have that. Ak, it stopped there. Aj, it stopped there. Now the jim, it is not gim. You say al-gumu'a or al-gamal or al-gibal. It is not also ya, al-yimal, al-yab. Maybe in parts of some dialects and some of some languages. So it is not either ja, as some countries may sound al-jamal or al-jibal. Or you would say, for example, ijtama'a. Actually, it is not either the sha or the cha. Ijtama'a, ijtama'a, ijtama'a. It's the sound stops completely and touches the bone, the roof of the mouth. Qa'ar al-lisan and say aj. So if we don't know how to do that, just simply, if you can sound the letter dal in Arabic language, just say ad and bring your tongue slightly to the back, which is use the middle part and bring to the back slightly where you are, you will find out the letter of jim. Ad, aj, ad, aj. That's the jim. And it is not, so if you say, for example, if you wanted to sound letter uj, ujtuthat, instead of saying ujtuthat or ushtuthat. So we have to be careful how to sound that letter. And then the next letter, which is close to that letter, there are from the same makhraj, but a lot of people confused by making jim as sheen or sheen as jim. This is the letter sheen, which is slightly, there is a gap there, as you can see. The jim is different. The jim does not have any gap. Exactly the same as the qaf. Jim and qaf are the same by holding and touching that parts. The parts touch each other without leaving the gap. But the sheen has a gap, and that let the air slightly go. So if you say ishtara ash-shams, you see? But if you say, you can't say the jim, say ijtama'a, you say ijtama'a, ajara. But if you say the sheen, you say ashar, ishtara. So there is a gap there, and that gap lets the air coming out, which is different than jim. And by understanding a little bit of Makhraj and a little bit of the qualities and the sifat and the attributes of the letter, which are coming inshallah in the next coming months presentations, we will discover the puzzle of this tajweed and Arabic language letters and sounding. And this is very important. A person who understands the Makharij and the sifat, how it sounds and how it's produced, then there will not be any problem anymore. Of course, with the guidance of the mashayikh and the qurra and the ulama, you will get more stressing on the letters that you have a weakness, and every human being is different. So someone may be from a different country, geographically they have a habit to pronounce the za or the zal or the ra or the zay or the sheen differently, but by knowing and understanding and focusing and stressing, and with the guidance of the Qur'an and the Mashayikh, then inshallah it will not be any problem anymore. So similarly for the letter Ya, it's exactly similar to Sheen, but the only thing that Ya gives more air and more the last part of the tongue, which is the represented here next to the throat, it is much open and gives more air towards the Ya. So if you say Ya ayyuha yuminu or yu'minu, so the Ya is pronounced by giving a little bit of gap. It's not like the Jim, it is not like the Qaf, but this gap also, it has a letter, it's called the Rakhawa, that the air flows within the cavity of the roof of the mouth and the tongue, so which is in the middle part of the mouth. So you say Ya, you, Yi. So it's pronounced like this. Jazakumullahu khairan for listening and for watching. Inshallah, I will mention more about the common mistakes of these letters. And please come back again. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
هنيئا مريئا والداك عليهما ملابس أنوار من التاج والحلى